And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh man, we got a great one lined up for you. This next crypto, sorry I'm late. I've been like busy with this. People want to know what this is, $500 people and stuff. This is amazing. You are in early. All the credit unions in the United States. There's a group of 600 different credit unions, all in an organization that Bank Social is going to hook up. Okay. I don't know why. This is so massive. It's all at the beginning stages. The crypto is 0.0003, like 3 zeros, and then a 5 or something. Now, there's good and there's bad. And I'm working on some of the bad stuff. I know somebody that I'm using who's a member of the channel, and I trust the person. I'm not telling you to do this. Don't do this. But I trust this person enough where I sent this person some money today, and I don't know how to get all this shit to work. So the first thing you need to do is go on your Apple phone if you want to, but don't do it, and get the, it's called Bank Social. Bank, B-A-N-K, and Social, S-O-C-I-A-L. The other app that somebody might want to get is called I think it's Hashpack. I'm going to post something on my channel. Give me a minute. This is going to take a lot of skill, unless you hire somebody to help you do this. And not just with this. Okay, I posted, these are kind of like directions a little bit. Let me try something here. Okay. Hashpack. Okay, what we got going on is this shit's fucking complicated. I know somebody. I tried getting on the Bank Social app. I loaded it, and I couldn't get it to kind of work right. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The Hashpack is a little complicated. So I called up this guy he has an X page. I'm going to talk to him and see. I don't know what the guy would charge to hook people up, not just with this, but with Uniswap. Let's say you're somebody on my channel and you're not good with tech. You could call this guy up through X, pay him with a Zelle, and at a pre-negotiated amount, maybe, something small, nothing massive in price, maybe, I don't know, $75 or something. And he can hook you up with, you guys have to work out the price. I don't even know what the guy charges on things. If you want him to hook up your Uniswap, this, that, I mean, the guy can do it all. Because that way, if we talk about stuff like this guy can hook it up. So I called him up like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm horrible at tech. So he comes in, he's like the tech person, and I'm the deep diving information person. So I thanked him for helping me get this crypto that we're going to talk about, BSL, Bank Social, because I don't know how to do this kind of shit. And I helped teach him about what this crypto is and how legitimate it is and all that. So he's going to now buy it himself because he didn't know how legit it is compared to all this other stuff. So I spent about an hour and a half studying it, and I'm giving him a 2 thumbs up. I bought it myself. I bought, a lot of tokens of it. Now it is cheap. It's 0.0005, so it's got 3 zeros in front of the 5. If you were to take my XRP, the number of tokens I have in XRP, I got at least, I'm not telling you how much, I got at least 20x the amount of tokens I have. So if I have 1 XRP, I've got total, I don't know, a lot, like 20 times my XRP or something like that. Not in money because this stuff's cheap, but the number of tokens, I've got about 20 plus times. So for every 1 XRP, I got like 20 of these Bank Social cryptos. So this is complicated. This is not for the easy at heart. Find somebody who's good with tech. If the guy wants to, I'll talk to him some more. You can contact him on X, call him on X. He'll walk you through step by step on how to do it. You guys can agree on whatever payment form it is, and then you're good to go. If there's other wallets you want him to hook up, like Zamin, Uniswap, whatever, he can do different wallets and shit. It's just whatever you guys agree on as far as price. So I don't know if he'll do it, but it's up to him. And that'll be between you and him. If anything bad were to happen, if you lose crypto, I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm just telling you who I used. And if you want to use the same person, fine. If you don't, if he rips you off, too bad, tough shit. Don't listen to anything I say. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I'm none of the above. Everything on this show is a lie. Don't do anything that I say. Don't buy anything or sell anything I tell you to do either. Just ignore everything I say. Before every show, I get really super fucking high. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Never, ever have known anything about what I'm saying on any show, post, video, or anything that I've made, cold plunge, you name it. It's all bullshit on Crypto Hulk Show. That's your disclaimer. And let's get started with this. You know, some people, I have a Twitter page. Someone's like, oh, you're pumping and dumping all the time. I'm like, no. See, when you pump dump, it's dumb shit crypto. We don't talk about dumb shit crypto on the channel. And actually, today's crypto, like all the other ones, this one's hooked up with Ripple, IBM, Google, this, that, Hbar. That doesn't sound like a pump and dump. What's a pump and dump is what your dad did to your mom, but then he ran away, which made you a bastard. But he pumped his junk inside mom and produced you. That's why you say stupid shit. Another dumbass is like, now we always have to go to your YouTube channel. So what I do is I use other platforms to drive all my traffic to YouTube because I'm kissing up right now to YouTube. But no, seriously, I don't really want to go on another platform. I want to stay on YouTube. I have my other channels feeder channels. So they feed me people to my YouTube where I prefer to do my business. These people are like, oh, you're making us go to YouTube now. Oh, so I'm going to work 60 hours a week and give away all kinds of free information. How the fuck do I pay my bills, dumbass? So I almost told him, you know what? Stick your boyfriend's dick in your mouth and go the fuck away because no one wants to hear what you have to say. All right. So I'm like, seriously, I'm going to spend 60 hours a week, give away all this information, and then what the fuck do I get from it? Seriously? That's so fucking stupid when people say dumb shit like that. I'm like, wow. How about I pay nothing and someone gives me all this fucking information? That would be fucking wonderful. Then I could do my job, make money, pay $5 a month and get all kinds of fucking amazing shit. That's the better deal. I'd rather just do that, save myself 60 hours a week. I'll just pay you $5 and you tell me everything in the whole fucking world. Some people, low IQ. As far as sending a super chat, you can do it during the show and after. If sometimes, look, what some people have to do is they make another account with a different name, different credit card, different email, this, that. That's how you get around that shit. Unfortunately, YT has been jamming up people because a lot of people are doing the donation thing, and YT doesn't like that. They like it when you do the reoccurring membership, which I don't like, because then they take half of that away from me. So set up another account, make it YT sucks Big D, and that'll be your account name. Put different billing information and stuff, and then you'll be able to give a donation like that. Now, don't do 500 all at once. Split it up into differing amounts, okay? Maybe like 100, then go 300, maybe the next one 200. So that's 300, and then the last one do like 200 or whatever. Make it in like 3 payments. That way it's a little bit different, okay? All right, XRPOBD, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. The We Got You Fund. Oh my God, nice. Nice one. Okay. Let's get into this. What we're going to talk about today is Delgadoff. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Bank Social. John Wingate is the CEO for Bank Social. The mission is to bridge TradeFi and Web3. So what they're doing is they're taking traditional finance. I'm showing you what's going on, everybody. It's all happening in front of our eyes every day. Now, when I saw this, I'm like, I'm getting into this because I'm not trying to get rich tomorrow. I'm not flipping this. I'm not flipping this. Just letting you know. I put in $1,000, okay, in this crypto. So I got 1.6 million of these things. All right. I'm not flipping this. Caitlin Brown doesn't have it. This is hard to get. And I've been giving away so much cryptos information that this one, I'm getting this one. I'm not selling it. I'm holding it because why? This is how all the small, mid-sized enterprises, the small little savings and loans. See, what happened is this. Mark, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Hulk, you're on fire. Thanks for all your hard work. Jackie Fox. What's up, Jackie? Got my Ondo today. Smart move. I know it's 89 cents or 90, whatever. That shit's going to go fucking nuts. The Ondo shit. Good move. I decided to get this. So I got 1.6 million of these tokens. If they go to $1, oh shit. I spent $1,000 to make $1.5 million. See what I mean? I'm not flipping this. What we got going here is the very early stage. Look, all the banks, Wells Fargo, they're all hooking up with Ripple and getting all this stuff done, right? What have I been reading to you about small credit unions all over the whole country? Nothing. Now they're getting hooked up. See, all the big dogs first. JP Morgan, you got BlackRock with the Biddle, all these banks, this, that, they all got it, except maybe the small little banks. But they're doing now, these are credit unions. They're different. So the banks run on a different regulatory system, different things like some of these credit unions, like I think credit unions don't carry cash. So that's a difference with a bank, and then banks can lend the cash. So I'm not a banking expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm nothing. What we got going on is the beginning of all these credit unions to get hooked up. Now it's their turn. So it's the big dogs first. Remember, I told you, you're not getting rich before JP Morgan. This fucking shit is not going to the moon until all the top banks, they're all hooked up. Then guess what? All the credit unions and shit, they get hooked up. Now, I don't know who's under them, but eventually you get hooked up. See how all that shit fucking works? Okay. I'm trying to show you what's going on right now. YT sucks, Big D. Oh, did he just fucking steal that name? But he left a tax-free donation, so it's all good, buddy. Did someone mention me earlier? It does. It's a shame this platform sucks, but at least I got you all. I'm trying to help you to get rich. I'm not telling you to buy this thing. It could end up being completely fake. Don't listen to a word I say. But I just put 1,000 in. The mission of Bank Social is to bridge traditional finance and Web3, okay, by enabling credit unions to offer crypto-related services such as self-custody wallets. Let me tell you something different. The banks, they don't want you to have any of this shit. the credit unions are like, they're giving out wallets. They're going to have all this. That's what they're setting up. This bank social, it's not here yet. They're rolling it out as we speak. That's why I'm able to get in on this. It's not for institutions only yet or whatever. I don't know. I got it. And what they're going to have is self-custody wallets. I like this. That's what the Truths, I want to keep saying Truth Social. This is what Bank Social app, if I could get it to work, and you got the hash pack, they got to work together. I mean, I was fucking pissed. I was telling the guy that was helping me, why can't they just put it in together? I got to buy this one to get that one and try to merge these two. I'm like, dude, can you just fucking do this shit for me? Because I don't even know what this fucking shit is. Some of you guys will be able to figure it out easy. I don't have patience or the desire to do anything tech at all. It's bad enough I have to use a computer. All right. So they're going to have stablecoin infrastructure and DeFi solutions. See, all this is coming. You're not being rich. We're not going to the moon 6 months from now. I'm just letting you, I don't even think a year from now. Okay. They're building it out as we speak. Nobody's taken off. Okay. So all these channels you're watching, oh, this is happening, and this bank's merged with that. Look, shit ain't going to fucking happen. We'll catch some little pumps, what we do on this channel. The other day, it went up 230% yesterday. One of the cryptos we talked about. What we got here is an opportunity to get in on something. Now, if you got the time and you got the tech ability, you can get a bunch of this shit for cheap. This is welfare cheap. How to get rich, welfare cheap. Okay. They're going to have, again, they're working on having all these things, self-custody wallets. I like hearing that. Stablecoin infrastructure, DeFi. Now it's built on Hedera network. Oh, me likes. Now at Caleb Brown, Hedera is my biggest holder. Underneath that, Hbar Crystal is my second. Mr. OG says, if you need help with purchases like Bank Social and Hashpack, holler at me. Well. You know what? Mr. OG, if you'd like the $500 membership, let me know. Because the guy that gave it, I talked to him on the phone and he doesn't want to pick. So he wants either me to pick or... So if you want it, then you got it, Mr. OG. So just let me know and I'll write it down. So what we got going on, such as self-custody. Okay, it's built on Hedera. The minute I heard that, I'm like, oh, dang, this is good. Now, we know that Hedera work is with Hbar Foundation, or the Hedera Foundation and Hashcraft Network. They're working with Hbar. Hbar is partnered up with Ripple and ALGO. It's starting to look really good for this Bank Social. Initially, this Bank Social launched on Binance Smart Chain. Like a lot of this stuff, right? It starts on Binance. They start off with Ethereum or whatever this fucking shit is, right? Then they always go to the other side. So it started with Binance Smart Chain. Dance Girl, thank you very much for the tax-free donation there, buddy. Learned so much from watching your show. Thank you. It's a learning channel. It takes a lot of work. But you know what? We're not going to just not do anything. Just somehow we're going to be rich. No, we're going to do work on this channel. And in the end, my goal is for everybody to be disgustingly rich. Okay. So if you got an hour, 1 to 2 times a day or something, or if you got $500 you want to drop for a month, you don't have to have it every month or something. But if you just want to get on it 1 month, then you got the access to the phone and shit, whatever. We got people here. You're going to be successful. Make some smart choices. Linda McKinney, great pick, Hulk. Let me continue with this. So they started on Binance, but it migrated to Hedera. And here's the thing that's attracted me. It's like, I'm so big on Hedera. I got more money in Hedera and Kuiper than I originally put into XRP. That's how big it is. Michael Brown gave somebody a membership, and that's Eric Wallace received a membership. So we got here, they have a multi-chain, Bank Social has a multi-chain wallet for credit union members with staking. It's all being set up now with your credit unions, your small to mid-size enterprise credit unions. As of now, they're starting to all hook up. I don't know how long it takes them all, everybody. So what I'm doing is I'm reading to you news that Hedera is involved with the United States Credit Union Association, and this shit's going, okay? You're able to get in on nothing with like 13 zeros on it, but I mean, 3 zeros before a 5, that's pretty fucking good. That's like you're in before everybody else, okay? That's what happens on Crypto Hulk Show. So people can bitch and complain. I just block them. Oh, why do we got to watch YouTube? Why don't you just tell me what it is? That's so fucking stupid. How am I going to tell all you this? No, man. Get your fucking ass off these other channels. Get on Crypto Hulk Show. Sit down. Shut the fuck up unless you want to donate and learn how to be rich. It's that fucking easy, okay? Now, Bank Social has something called Secura, SECURA. It's a DeFi recovery. It's called DREC. Now, we've heard of TradeFi, DeFi. This is DREC, DeFi recovery, okay? It's a solution, and it's using credit unions as helper nodes. Now, you know how Ripple has these nodes on the network and shit that validate? You got to have 80% consensus and all this shit, okay? Guess what? This one has nodes, but the credit unions are all the nodes. And there's 600 of them out there. 600 credit unions they're partners with, and they're starting to get them all hooked up on their Secura, SECURA. It's a trademark, so they patented this. I'm telling you what, Ripple's involved in this. I'm just letting you know. I don't have evidence, but if Ripple's partnering with Hedera and Hedera's partnering with this, it's fucking Ripple, okay? I don't need a fucking magical 8-ball to figure this shit out. Credit unions have these helper nodes that secure assets. So all these credit unions in the United States, they're going to have their own network. And guess what the name of it is? Bank Social? You got it. See? And all these nodes go out there. And then they have NFTs you can get through this. And then you get enough NFTs and Hbar. You got to buy Hbar to buy this. So you get Hbar, you put it in that Hashpack wallet. You use Hbar to then buy the Bank Social. When you get enough Hbar, enough Bank Social, you buy some NFTs, then you can be a node. Then you start earning 2% on the total. It gets fucking amazing. We are at the beginning stage. You are able to participate in this fucking network for all the credit unions in the United States. This is badass shit, okay? You don't need to be a JP Morgan. You don't need to be an accredited investor worth $1 million and shit. You could be fucking broke as fuck, get these cryptos for cheap, and then end up being a node, okay? Let's continue. Now, there's partners and affiliates with this. In February 2024, Bank Social partnered with Cornerstone Resources. And who is Cornerstone Resources? They're a group that represents 600 credit unions. You see this? So this is not a scam. This Bank Social is tied in with 600 credit unions. They're tied in with the organization that represents 600 credit unions. And what they're doing now is starting credit union by credit. I don't know how many are involved in this, but they have, we're going to get into this. They have a program where they're hooking up all these credit unions to be nodes on the network and process and validate transactions, just like Ripple does. This is exciting that I actually got in on something for 0.0005 cents. I'm very proud. Even though I couldn't do it, I had to have that guy help me. Fuck it, I got him. So they partnered with Cornerstone Resources. They're working with Google now indirectly because Bank Social is working with the Hedera Foundation. I believe Google's on that foundation. I'm just letting you know. This is just my opinion. Bank Social is making claims that Google's helping them. I believe them. It's not that hard to figure out. I mean, it's not like, well, there's no evidence. There's no direct evidence for that. And there's no direct evidence Ripple's even helping them either. Okay, look, here's where like common sense comes in, all right? For me, it's not that tough. Hedera is already a partner with ALGO and Ripple and SealsQ. So you know SealsQ is going to come in to provide protection from quantum attacks to all these credit unions. Like this is just, for me, it's common sense. I don't have direct evidence that this is happening. This is my opinion. I just can't see Hedera. Nope. Ripple, you're not going to work with this credit union. Nope. ALGO, you're not working with them. It's just us. No, that doesn't make any fucking sense. These are all tied in. And then they want to tokenize shit. Ripple's going to help Hedera, because they're partners, we know that, use securitize so all the credit unions can token it. Look, it's all happening. That's my opinion. I don't have evidence. I know that fucking shit's going to happen. It's too common sense. So yeah, Google involved in this. Hedera has publicly, so the Hedera Foundation has publicly announced that they're working with Bank Social. Bank Social aims to provide a stablecoin framework. Oh, so they're coming out with a stablecoin as well. All these credit unions are going to be utilizing stablecoins. And the reason why is because these banks, these credit unions are hooking up in fintech like Hedera, and they've got their own, because then that fintech will allow them to do things, okay? Like banks can't do shit with fintech. So what does a bank do? Buys a small fintech company like this, and they work together, and now they can get it done. Just like a fintech company can't do bank shit. So what does a fintech company do? Goes out and buy a small bank. There you go. Now you're a bank, you're a fintech, you incorporate an investment company. Guess what? Now you can do banking, fintech, and have stocks, bonds, tokenized securities. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. It's all getting put together, okay? This Bank Social, you're watching unfold the cryptonization of all the community credit unions across the whole United States. They're all now getting hooked up as we speak. Regulation and compliance. Well, Bank Social cooperates in a regulated space. It partnered with Cornerstone Resources, again, Cornerstone Resources with the 600, because that helps them get accredited and make sure they're following all the policies. Since Cornerstone Resources is aligned with the federal regulators, that's how Bank Social doesn't get in trouble, okay? It is subject to the National Credit Union Administration. They call it the NCEU, something like that, NCUA. The Cornerstone Resources and all these banks, these community credit union banks, are a part of what's known as the National Credit Union Administration. That's how they make sure they're accredited, and they have their auditors come in and make sure the credit unions are following the right things. So this is all legit. This is totally legit. The reason you can't find much on this, because this is all brand new. And that's why I got into it at 0.0005 cents. Bank Social is anti-money laundering and KYC due to the credit union's membership in national accreditation. Bank Social recently launched what's called Neuron. So we talked about Sakura, right? SECURA. That's like a DeFi recovery. It's it helps with nodes and stuff on the network. Now, this one's Neuron, N-U-R-O-N, which is, now listen to this. This is fascinating, which is the world's first, it's AI. Neuron is the world's first human-powered AI experienced orchestration layer. For what? Regulated financial institutions. So they got the first in the world with this new AI, okay? I'm sure Google helped them make it. The initiative transforms. So this thing called Neuron, I want you to see what this does. It helps all the credit unions get accredited. Here's what it does. It transforms financial institutions that are traditional finance into like fintech entities, and it takes 12 weeks, okay? When a credit union signs up with Bank Social, if they get into the Neuron, which they're gonna have to, it's a faster, cheaper way. Like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just like copy and paste. So Neuron, N-U-R-O-N, helps credit unions get up to federal standards and regulations in 3 months. And when banks do that, now Salesforce is mixed up with that, I believe. Salesforce is like one of the biggest fucking companies in finance. When banks do this, the banks that have done this have had a almost 300% increase in profits. That's the incentive. You follow these regulations of Neuron. Neuron helps you get hooked up, and 3 months later, you just got, like your paycheck, you just got a 300% pay increase. That means if you're making $25 an hour, you're now making $75 an hour. That would incentivize me to do some shit, okay? So Neuron has a trademark, like a little TM. So does Sakura, S-E-C-U-R-A. There's a little TM for trade. It's a registered trademark. And same with this. That means only they can use it. Let's keep going here, buddy. Leadership. Now, who's on the leadership? Elizabeth Osborne. I don't think it's Ozzy Osbourne's wife, although it could be. You never know nowadays, right? When you got boys named Rebecca and girls named Thomas, I guess anything's possible. Elizabeth Osborne at Great Lakes Credit Union. Now, what I'm going to do, this lends credibility. So I'm going to start naming some names and credit unions. These people work for credit unions. They're all a part of Bank Social. Elizabeth Osborne, she works at the Great Lakes Credit Union. Angela Faust, she works at Credit Union of Texas. Like, these are CEOs, not like the tellers, right? The people that are the tellers or customer service. Melanie Kennedy, she works at Southwest Financing. James McBride, he works at Connex Federal Credit Union. Shelly Sanders, she's the CEO of Greater New Orleans FCU. And finally, Marcy Phyllis, she works at Lone Star Credit Union as like the CEO. So these CEOs of credit unions are all mixed up in this to help all the credit unions over the country hook up with Bank Social, okay? Very fun. Now, technology and infrastructure. Let's talk about the technology and infrastructure. Neuron, N-U-R-O-N, is a cloud-native AI-enabled command center for institutions with features like payments, stocks, crypto, fraud detection, and lending staking, okay? They're getting ready for all this shit, everybody. Secura is a DeFi recovery solution with multi-chain capacity utilizing credit union helper nodes, okay, for secure management. The Bank Social app is user-friendly, self-custody gateway to Web3. Experiences supporting staking and digital asset management. Next, Global Newswire, which is all one word, did an article and it showed a collaboration with Chainalysis. Oh, shit. Chainalysis is messed up. Why is this important? Chainalysis works with all the governments. What they do is investigate crypto. If somebody says, oh, my account's been hacked, Chainalysis is the go-to when the government wants the best investigator to go in and find out, how did this crypto account get zapped? So Chainalysis is working with these people here at Bank Social. Google, IBM. This was in an April 11th, 2025 article for the article called Globe Newswire. I guess that's the name of the news service, and that's the date of the article. It talks about that. Sakura is invented by Bank Social, a guy named John Wingate. It's listed as the only founder. There's a collaboration called DREC, again, DE and then capital R and then EC. It's a DREC alliance. It includes what? The Hedera founders named Mance Harmon. That's the guy's name. And the other person's name is Lehman Baird. So they have the Hedera founders helping Bank Social. This is fucking cool. Okay, this is straight up legit. It's to enhance Sakura's decentralized recovery feature. Hedera Swirl Labs. So Hedera is mixed up with something called Swirled, SWIRLDS Labs. They provided assistance as well with this Sakura. Okay, this is getting really fucking deep with Hbar. So Hbar and their collaboration probably got Seals Q working on this too. I am sure, that they're involved in its quantum proof. Now, the Bank Social guy who's in charge of it, he's also in charge of Cointelegraph. They have something called an innovation circle. That started in 2022. That is all I'm going to discuss here. So we are done with that deep dive. Whew, thank God. Okay. We got Virginia Men. Hulk, have you covered Kita? Yes, we went over Kita. I can't tell you anything about it. I don't think I was interested in it. I'm not putting it down. I got other cryptos that are more important to me. It's backed by a former CEO of Google. Not sure if it's good or just put it out there. It wasn't one of those like hype and some of these other ones. Look, the ones that stick into my head, because I can't remember 50 cryptos and tell you about them. It's not going to happen. What I'll remember is the ones that were attractive to me. So, yeah, there's no baby fist with Cheetah. Let me look through the comments here. I need to take a break. Let's see. Virginia man. Yeah, I live near Virginia City, Nevada. I'm also near, Virginia City is kind of near me. Then there's Carson City, which I guess is the capital in Nevada. I don't even know. I think that it is. All the government shit's there. It's kind of a nice little place. Not as good as Reno, but it looks like there's no bums there. That's one of my prerequisites. You can't have a lot of bums. All right. I'm just going through. Okay, more comments. So on Tangem, you can only receive BSL. You can't swap it. So like, I just found out about a lot of this today. The Hashpack wallet is a Hedera wallet. So it works with Hedera, this Hashpack thing. I haven't had time to explore it and stuff and buy NFTs or none of these things. I just got into it. So I'm glad I did. And I'll look into it more and try playing with it and try buying some shit or whatever. But I want to be a part of the credit unions. Look, I'm a nobody, so I can't really get in on bank shit. But credit unions seem less restrictive on certain things. And man, I got into the banking app. I got into a platform that all the credit unions in the United States are going to use. I know it's not as big as the banks. It doesn't matter. It's got to be worth something. When this thing goes, it's not going to be 0.0005 cents. Like maybe it only hits, I'm fine if it only hits 50 or $100. Multiply that by 1.5 million. I am good. It's like 50 million, $75 million. So I'm good, man. If it doesn't hit 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, 500, man, if it just hits 50 to $100, that's A-okay for me. All right. So that's what happens when you get into like the really super cheap cryptos with 3 zeros in front. It doesn't need to hit. I don't need it to hit what Ripple's going to hit. Ripple might hit $50,000. Well, if mine hits 1,000, I'll have just as much money as if I had a certain amount in Ripple. So it works out like that. If it hits 5 cents, Baby Fist says if it just hits 5 cents, we'd be good too. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do is if you're somebody that doesn't have $50,000 to put into crypto and invest in different ones, you could get access to this one. I think $20 gets you 35,000 of them for $20. Just sit on it and wait. And when that thing is at $100 or $500, multiply that by 35,000. That's what you got. Just in that one alone, you spent $20. I mean, really? So you can go onto the wallet, check it out yourself, play with it, figure it out. You got some people here that can probably assist you in loading stuff. I don't know if the other guy, he texted me, says he just wants to work for me or my friends. That's it. But I'm just putting it out there. You can figure out and find somebody to help you. All right. And someone asked me, how do you sell? I don't even care. Like, that's not even in my head. Honestly, I don't care if it just goes away and disappears. I don't care. It's just, I want access to something that is going to be a part of the credit unions of the United States. And right now, I don't even care how to sell it. I have no idea. I'm not even concerned. I have zero concern right now how to get out of it and sell it. Zero concern. It won't be worth shit for probably a year or two anyway. So that's just why I got it. All right. Let's look at the next article. Oh, the Chinese Alipay. I found this article a couple days ago. We're going to burn through this one fast. I know a guy who knows. Stu knows a guy who knows a guy. But yeah, I mean, with what will happen eventually is as these credit unions use this crypto more and more, I could transfer it to Caleb Brown. So once this thing develops liquidity, these credit unions start buying it, they're starting to use it and shit, then I can just transfer it to Caleb Brown. There you go. Now I'm not worried. Fuck, I might just stake the shit and end up being a node for Bank Social. If I got enough fucking Hbar, let me tell you, I'm heavy into that. So I could take my Hbar, my Kyber, and my Bank Social and apply to be a node and start earning 2% off their network. And then I'm living off the interest the rest of my life. Fuck me. Let's go to this. And we're too early, man. Like, I don't fucking care how to get rid of this shit. I'm trying to see XRP above $5, $10, $20. I'm not thinking about even selling shit. Like, that doesn't even come into my thought process. Look, we don't discuss dumb shit crypto on the channel. So it's just I'm showing you options. Some people are like, Crypto Hulk, what do you do? What are you buying and why? Not that they want to copy me or copy trade me. They just want to know so they can compare this. Crypto Hulk, what do you think about this crypto? And what do you think about that one? I mean, you should ask somebody that kind of knows some stuff, but then you make your own decision. I'm just trying to teach. I'm trying to show you what I discovered. How about that? I'm trying to show you what I discovered from my viewpoint. If you watch my show enough, you kind of start learning how I think. You know, I'm pretty open on this show because I teach stuff. So I'm allowing you to see which ones I'm getting into and why. I'm not flipping this thing. There's no fucking way. I'm not, because I'm not going to lose the chance to get back in at 0.0005. I don't want to flip this shit. Plus, it's hard as fuck to do it, but I want to be a part of maybe a node on this network. So that's why I've got so many of them. Now, in this article here, we're talking about China and Alipay. I want you to see now, this crypto stuff is heating up. They are getting going on this. 6 months ago, I never saw none of this shit. 3 months ago, maybe. Might have just started about a few months ago. 6 months ago, put us back in January. Trump just takes office. No, Trump had to be in office a few months and it's starting to heat up. I would say about the past 2 months, maybe 3. Definitely past 2 months. This shit's been going fucking nuts. The connections, this bank's buying that, that, Circle's applying for a banking license, all this kind of shit. I've never seen nothing like this. We got Alipay involved. Alipay or Ant International launches AI travel companion. It's integrated into digital wallets. Everybody, meet your new digital wallet for crypto. Okay, we've been waiting for this for all these years. Now, just to back up and tell you, let me show you the evidence first. Then we'll get into this article real quick. What I'm going to show you, no other channel on the internet has ever shown you this stuff. Go to the 38-second mark on this video. Watch the whole thing later if you're brand new, but just go to the 38-second mark. What do you see? You see Ripple China right there, don't you? Yeah. Well, underneath that, what do you see? CNY. That is the CBDC that Ripple made for China in 2013. Oh, shit, Crypto Hall. Nobody has a clue about this, okay? The news media, they have no idea. Like, this is so massive. That's why I deep dive shit, because nobody, look, it takes so much time and energy. Like, I'm not doing no more deep dive for the morning. I'm fucking tired mentally. That shit kicks my ass. Now, maybe for a PM tomorrow or something, maybe, but I can't deep dive tonight. My brain's fucking tired. You know, I had to connect all this shit. And then I had, before I'm going to drop $1,000 into something. That's why the guy he's the one who showed me about the bank social stuff. He throws me stuff here and there and I look at it. I'm like, nah. This other stuff, nah. Then he shows me the bank social and all that. And he kind of had some intel and we went back and forth. Some of the shit he showed me wasn't even true. I'm like, dude, that's not even true about bank social. So I don't know where you got that fucking shit, but that's wrong. But then I kind of taught him what I knew about my deep dive. And he's like, oh, because he knows if I'm dumping in 1,000, because I gave him the 1,000 to buy the shit for me because I can't figure out how to use the app. So he's laughing that I can't do that shit. But see, that shit comes easy to him. And I'm laughing because he said some shit to me about bank social. I'm like, dude, that's not even fucking true. That's like total fake. That's fake news. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, so I said, look, you know what you know, and I know what I know, you know? So right here, you got Ripple China, made to CNY. Okay, so there's the first thing. Ripple's a China partner. The next one I can't show you because it's proprietary. I don't want people to find it. It's a Ripple China timeline, and it's from 2013. And it shows this. Ripple China is mixed up with Alipay and TenPay. This is 2013. Now, we look at this article here about Alipay. It's 2025. You guys, 12 years ago, Alipay was already hooked up with Ripple. Now, I made a short video about a few days ago, and you can see, but I can't screen share this. I don't want you to see the URL and shit where I got it at. Because people don't give me credit. Someone will steal it like they always do and never give me credit. So we're reading an article here about Ant International and digital wallets. I paused it. I showed you the evidence where Ripple came in and made their CBDC and all that. And Ripple had wallets as well. Now look at my next article here. It's also from 2000. This is from 2014. It's from a Ripple page that's still active. This article is from 11 years ago. Here's the title. Top 21. Well, I'll just tell you. It talks about a new digital framework for digital ID. Oh, shit. Okay. You've got a company called ID3, which is massive. And they're all mixed up with MIT Labs, where Gary Gensler comes from, and all the government, the secret government agencies that work at MIT. Gary Gensler works as, I think, a contractor for either the CIA or something. He's definitely a government informant, because nobody's that fucking stupid in front of a camera for 4 years and acts like he doesn't know if the dick goes in his mouth or in his asshole, right? He's just like, Gary Gensler, can you tell us if Bitcoin is a security or Ethereum? The Howey test is very clear. He laughs nervously because his boyfriend's going to probably whip him in the face with a fat dick. So this is Ripple's news print right here showing us that 11 years ago, they already had a new digital framework for digital ID. So now when we look at this Ant article, which I'm not getting into because I've explained it enough, Ant Financial, Alipay, and all that is coming out with a digital wallet. This is all Ripple. So there's your evidence for all that shit right there with the Chinese. Let's see, where are we at as far as time? Oh, good. We still got 8 minutes. Virginiaman. Wait, hold on a minute. Hulk, just take another hit of the devil's dandruff and another gulp of that handle of vodka and deep dive. Love the show. No, I got water in there. It's hot in this room. So I got ice water. I'll drink some tequila later. I got, was it Don Julio Añejo? I'm going to drink some of that later, but I got to make a show for tomorrow first. Then I'll fucking be done, hopefully at 9 o'clock tonight. If I'm lucky, everything's done. Witch Hunter Official, you need a meme coin NFT of your greatest quotes. Yeah. One of these days. Okay, next article. I want you to see what JP Morgan. I'm going to kind of agree with JP Morgan on this. I want you to see. This is not a deep dive. This is just confirming that this shit is coming in quick. I want you to see, now is the time. Get your wallet set up, okay? If I come up with a, figure out, okay, get Uniswap hooked up, get the Zum wallet and some shit. Get like 3 or 4 different kinds of wallets. Coinbase wallet, then fund these accounts with MoonPay and shit. Get them all ready and good to go. So when I come up with a crypto and you like it, bam, you get it, pick it, it's already bought, you got it, okay? Make it like that. Because this shit where we see a crypto, oh shit, I gotta load this wallet or that one. Just find somebody who's tech smart and have them load you 6 different wallets that are like the most popular or some shit. And so you can actually buy something fast if you have to, because that's how this crypto goes. If you see something now, well, shit, I'll have to get it in the morning. It'll be gone. This shit's fast, okay? Salvador Lopez, Hulk Smash, right on. Thanks for that tax-free donation. What is JP Morgan saying? DeFi, decentralized finance, and traditional finance, they're going to come together. You know what JP Morgan says? Sooner than expected. I can feel it. All the news that I see, I believe it. The divide between DeFi and traditional finance. See, the old way of doing stuff, we call it traditional finance, TradeFi, okay? This new system, they're going to call decentralized finance, or Web3 is another name of calling it. It's crypto. It's a crypto system. The old system, the crypto system. JP Morgan says it's coming faster than you could expect. And I know with Trump in there, absolutely. Because with Biden, that shit we just sat around with our thumb up our ass for 4 years. That was painful. They're saying this. All of this old school traditional finance could be gone in the next few years. And JP Morgan has something called Kinexys. KNEXYS. It's a platform. It's a crypto platform. JP Morgan's letting you know it's all ready to go. Okay? We're just trying to hook everybody up. Shit ain't going to happen. We're hooking up the credit unions right now. We're not going to flip a switch right now. What? 600 credit unions, probably that cover, 30 million people in the United States. They're going to get shit out of luck. No, it's not going to happen. So everybody's hooking up as fast as they can. I could see it. Banks are joining credit unions. Fintech companies are buying banks. This shit's happening all the time. Circle's getting a fucking license. Circle's integrated in the New York Stock Exchange now. And we just read about the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Circle's in that shit too. This is starting to get pretty heavy, okay? Speaking alongside Chainlink Labs, co-founder Sergey Nazarov at the Real World Asset Summit in Cannes, JP Morgan. So JP Morgan and Chainlink, everybody, are at a summit, a Real World Asset Summit. Yeah, that's a big deal right there. These banks are getting super ready. Our goal, here's what JP Morgan is saying. Our goal has always been, listen to this dumb shit, has always been to find the best way to work with public blockchain. Oh, shit. And regulatory environment, said Saltzman. It's this woman. She described JP Morgan's blockchain strategy as asset agnostic, meaning they'll use whatever works best. Now, JP Morgan has already been using Ripple technology. Let me show you right here. I'm not saying the Ripple partner. I said they've been using Ripple technology, and I'm going to show you for how long. They know what Ripple is. They're saying, oh, yeah, we're going to use the best one. They already know what it is, and I'm going to show you right here. It's Ripple. BX Brother, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Tax-free money. Look at the article right here. JP Morgan joins forces with Ripple partner in the UAE. This is 3 years ago. What is it? JP Morgan, an American banking giant, joined forces with Ripple partner Al Fardan Crypto Exchange. So in 2022, JP Morgan was then sending crypto all around the world, utilizing their partner exchange. They know how it's free. They know you can send money from New York to China in like 2 to 5 seconds, and it costs almost nothing to do that. JP Morgan just has to act dumb. They already know they're saying, yeah, we're crypto agnostic. We'll use any of it that works. They already know what works. I'm showing you right here. Like, I'm showing you brand new people that are new to this channel. You may not know, but we know. Everybody watching this channel, we know what the fuck is going to happen. Some of these people are watching my show for 5 years. They know exactly. We are literally watching this get laid out right in front of us. And most of the time, we can see ahead of time on what we're like fortune tellers here. We actually literally have a fortune teller on the channel. Let me show you. He works real cheap. This guy.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Zoltar, should they buy the bank social crypto? Let's see.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
Oh, shit, there it is. We got lucky. Zoltar gave us a fortune. It's on the back of this ticket right here. It says Zoltar Speaks. This is where I get my financial advice from, that I bestow upon you. Hello, my name is the Almighty Zoltar. I hereby announce that thou shalt buy BSL token, install the Hashpack app and the Bank Social app on your phones to be truly rich for the rest of your lives on this planet. Zoltar, thank you very much. Okay. Eric Wallace, I'll have to get one of those Zoltars. No, it's, before I tell anybody to buy something, we have to consult with the fortune teller. So this is the point on the show where I'm reading off from Zoltar that you need to buy Bank Social. Okay. You need to get in. Zoltar says you need to get in on this before this goes mainstream. Okay. That's what Zoltar is telling you right now. Somebody bought 900,000. Cheems bought 900,000 of them. Woo-wee. Oh my God. Okay, let me do some math on my phone. Hold on. Calculator. You got to turn it sideways. 900,000 times, and if it goes to like $100, you got $90 million, dude. If this crypto goes to $100, that's all it needs to hit is $100. You got $90 million. What's his name? Cheems? That's fucking nuts, dude. $100? You don't even need to go to 1,000. It just needs to get to $100. And damn, 90 million. Hoo-wee. If you lived off 10% interest, that's $9 million a year. You could live off 5% interest and still make $4.5 million. That's like $400,000 a month. Could you live off 400? That's like $100,000 a week. Could Cheems live off $100,000 a week? Son of a bitch, dude, $100,000 a week. That's at the low end. Me personally, I need about 400,000. 400,000 a week. Oh my God. We never know. $100, all it needs to hit. So that's why I showed you. Yeah, this shit's complicated to get. Okay. What I did, I'm not telling you, but I'd find my best friend and say, hey, if you got to pay somebody like $70 to fucking hook you up with this shit, just fucking do it, man. You know, you spend 30 on the crypto and buy 37,000 of them, and then 70 on the hookup. It's $100. or just do it yourself, DIY. Sammy says, I bought Hedera on Coinbase desktop. Send it to Hashpack. He says easy peasy. So there you go. Scott says, it's actually not too hard. Just got to learn a new wallet. Yeah. Now I saw my friend. He has crypto.com. Now that shit's super fucking easy to use. This is years ago, like 5 years ago. He was on crypto.com or something. I was watching him and it looked super easy. And I looked at Binance. I'm like, dude, I think I need like a PhD to learn how to use that website. Salvador Lopez. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. He's like, for Zoltar's prenup lawyer, when it hits $100.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
Well, he's ready to do another fortune, but we don't have any more crypto, so this show's over. I'm going to let you guys go. I got to work on a show for tomorrow. So if you get in on the crypto, good luck. I have no intention in selling mine at all. Not even if it goes like, I mean, shit. Now, if it goes to $5 tomorrow, I'll probably, yeah, you might not see me for a while. No, I'm holding out. This is my long-term one. I don't get involved. Hey, the minute I saw Hbar's in this, and then I start seeing 3 zeros and a 5 and Hbar involved, I'm fucking getting this shit. Okay, I studied it and I'm done. I like this one. Don't buy it. Anything on the show, don't buy it. Don't listen to the show at all. Everything on the show is crap. And I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can find some good crypto news.